welcome back. Today I will be doing the punchline. So I'm just gonna listen some music and paint the shirt. I just got contact lenses and like a fringe, like black, and then I have like this black pink hair extension ponytail. I will be needing to paint this side to black. But yeah, I will be. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. And yeah, I will be listening music, so I will be not talking anything ever again. Just kidding. Yes, let's start. So to start off this look, I will be just lining where everything should actually go. So with the white line, this will be kind of like the leather top, and this will be the cheaper, the white line, and the black line is where the top kind of like ends, or the top. And then we will be using this Diamond FX purple paint and just do these kind of like holes on the fabric things on the shoulders and a little bit on the chest. And then we will be painting like on the purple shirt on. Gypsy Shrine palettes, I'm just gonna use the teal color, and there will be like these crosses on the leather top. And for the eyeshadow palettes, I was thinking like what I grabbed these ones and just thinking like what actually I should use. For the shirts, I will be using the purple eyeshadows and just pack them on just to get like a bit more even base color. And I did end up using the Brights palette for the shirt color. And then just grabbing the white eyeshadow and just lightening some of the spots. And just to make the shadows, I mostly will be using the Morphe's, the purple palette. I think it's 39S. And I will be also using the Beauty Base, like the Brights and the Book of Magic palette, just to like trying to just pick the right like purple shades on there. Not that sure really anymore what I used, because there was probably like mixed couple of them. And just trying to make kind of like these muscles showing and just shadowing everything and mixing them together and blending them out. And the Morphe palette, I'm actually not sure. They probably don't sell it anymore, like they don't sell any of my other favorite ones anymore. That is really sad, because some of them are actually one of my favorite palettes. Then I'm grabbing the NYX Epic Ink Liner, the trusty liner that I always almost use on every paint. It's just much more simple to do it with the liner, like these smallest lines, than with the paintbrush. For these swirly things on the shirt, I tried to search quite many pictures, or I watched to see like what kind of pattern is this or what it should be, but didn't find anything smart, so I just did something. And I will be using the Suva Beauty's UV Grunge palette, and there is this, what I actually thought first that it's black when I bought it, and it's actually this dark, like purple, brownish color on there, but it suited really well on this shirt since I didn't want them to be black. And she also has these patches things on the shoulder, so I'm just creating these highlights on them. On the chest I will be doing the same one, so just highlighting with the white and then just creating shadows and shapes with the darker eyeshadows. The Morphe's Coca-Cola first Artistry palettes and the Pony, the pastel shades, and the Sweet Oasis are one of my favorite palettes on Morphe. Seriously, have used them so many times, and the eyeshadows are some of like the Coca-Cola, the red ones are ending, and I'm sad that I cannot get those anymore anywhere. Then doing the same with the Epic Ink Liner. I am trying to make this a bit like cartoonish, more than just like a real life person. And then just doing these weird things on the chest also, and this part will be like fully these things. When those are finally done, I am just gonna take this black paint and painting the leather top. I did make these kind of like highlights with the white paint to the shirt, so I won't be painting it like that goodly the edge, just leaving the white parts be and painting the rest areas. I will then take black and the grey eyeshadows and the white one and just fixing up this painting, fade them my ugly like paint lines there out just to create these softer shadows. And then I will go back with the teal color and just fix this cross on the shirt, since the color has a little bit been faded away. And then we gonna do the face, and I'm just gonna go with this Grimace Covercream. It's the lightest shade what you can find, and it's really like full coverage. It's quite like a greasy one, but I really like this when I'm doing kind of like face paints type of things where I don't want my skin that much to shine through, but I wouldn't use this in my regular daily makeup. And with the Morphe stick contour, I will be just creating these shadows. And then we are gonna contour our nose also. And I'm just using this smaller brush for that, so I can be a bit more precise with the placing. And then I will be taking the Morphe Glamabronze shade Mastermind, I think it is. And I'm just gonna go quite heavy-handed and bronze my face. And I will be also going over kind of my cheeks to the nose, since we are gonna lay down the wrinkles there and the cheek kind of like circle things, so they will be anyways a bit like covered. So, and taking the Lunar Beauty's blush palette and just going on heavy-handed with the blush also. These freckles I started creating first with the brown paint on the Mehron's Paradise palette, like the brown shade, and just lightly pressing like the paint like dots there. And then I will be going over with this Beauty Base liner, and I go quite heavy-handed with these wrinkles also. For the cheeks and the chin and the nose, I will be taking the Beauty Base Brights palette, going with the red ones and the orange ones, and lastly, like the lightest parts are just the base, kind of like nude color there. I did went and lined the cheek things with the red Mehron paint, and I will be adding highlighter or eyeshadow on my nose and on the cheeks. And this is just on the Morphe palette, and this is really pretty for the like as a highlighter shade. And then I decided to go with the Epic ink liner just to still line the cheeks even more. And then we are gonna do the same thing on the nose. For the eyebrows, I wanted to do these a bit thinner and longer eyebrows, and I will be just using the darkest brown on the Beauty Base palette and this angled brush and make these eyebrows. Taking the ultimate base, eyeshadow base from Revolution, and just putting small dots on the eyelid and just blending it out. For the shadows on the eye, I will be using the Sweet Oasis Morphe palette, and I will be going with the lightest and the little bit like deeper teal color first. I really love it how this eyeshadow look turned out, and I could just walk on with this makeup like every day if I actually would have time and willpower to do that every day. Taking this a bit darker shade, and I will be also putting it under my eye and just blending this other color also to the lighter color. And just lining the waterline with the black pen. This is just from Lumene. And on the Sweet Oasis palette I will be using this lightest teal like shimmery color, and I will be putting this inner corner and a bit kind of like halfway to the eyes. And then there is this turquoise, like a deeper shade, and I will be putting this onto the other half on my eyelid, doing some winged eyeliner with the Epic ink liner, and also creating this this dagger shaped, I don't know, this thing under the eye. And to finish off this look, I will be deepening up kind of like the corner, and I will be just using the darkest color on the Sweet Oasis palette, and just trying to keep kind of like the inner corner like just light and the outer parts like darker, so I will be not dragging this eyeshadow closer to the inner corner. And then the look is kind of like done. I will be pop on these bangs I bought from Shein, and also this turquoise stripe. I just cut it out, it was like a long one, and just gonna clip those in. For the lenses, I will be putting this Pinky Paradise Lunar Earth Green lenses. I've been really wanting to try this out. There's like all kind of like yellow and pink colors of these, and they look really pretty. And they did send this to me to try them out. For the lips, I will be lining it with just the same eye pencil that I used on my waterline. For the lipstick, I'm using my Colourpop Cosmetics Friday liquid lipstick. I add a little bit of these teal color like eyeshadows onto the lips also, just a bit more mattify them. On top of those, I will be adding these white small lines on the lips that they would be shining. This look is done, and I did put on these leather gloves I just made, and I painted there the green circle, and this dagger my boyfriend actually just made with some scrap metal. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you on my next video. Bye!